They said 10.1%. Now, immediately, Rick, what I noticed in the media was suddenly you had Governor Perdue and members of her party, the Democrats, saying, aha, it's the Republicans' fault. What did you make of the instant political reaction to those numbers?
The political reaction is a little bit disturbing because, first of all, of the context of it, Governor Perdue made the announcement that the unemployment rate was going to go up the night before the numbers were officially released to the public. And that's not only bad form, but had she done that for federal numbers, she could have been arrested.
Really?
Well, it's against the law for people to use numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the federal service that collects this data. They regard those numbers like Fort Knox. Now, the state ESC isn't under any sort of similar confidentiality binding legal agreement, but it's widely accepted that these numbers are not supposed to be used for political purposes. They're supposed to be data that's collected, disseminated to the public to help policymakers, business leaders, and the general public understand trends in jobs.
So this was out of the norm.
Yes. In fact, 7 years ago, Don Carrington nailed then-Governor Mike Easley for doing the same thing. He leaked numbers from ESC in advance of a jobs announcement he was making. And when we reported on it a couple of months in a row, Easley was very much embarrassed by it and stopped it right away. And Perdue did this. In fact, Perdue not only announced this increase in the unemployment rate, but she actually blew it. She announced the wrong number. She said the unemployment rate was going to go up a full percentage point. Well, it didn't. It went up 0.2 of a percentage point. So she leaked the numbers early and she got them wrong on top of all that. But the bigger point here is that the big temptation, especially going into an election season, is going to be to take numbers which are largely meant to do things like help steer financial markets, help steer investors to figure out where to put their money, and to give the public a very broad picture of where jobs are going. And it's being used instead to point fingers for political purposes, and it's bad form when either side does it.